story of another hijabi, but I'm going to tell it for her because I don't think she ever would. She's one of those really quiet, kind of shy hijabis. Always walks with her head down. You know the type. Very quiet, very shy. Her name is Farzana. We all knew her from school, but we never heard her say a word. She'd walk from home to school, from school to home, every day. We lived in the same neighborhood, so we'd see her walking, but she walked alone. Farzana was very plain. Her skirts were plain, her shirts were plain, her scarves were plain. Honestly, her face was plain. We used to whisper how she was probably the one that messes up the curve. You know those girls who just study all the time and have no life? But sometimes I used to feel bad for her. I used to think, maybe I should try talking to her. But she was just so quiet. I felt guilty about it every now and then, but then I thought, you know what? Some people just like to be by themselves. Then one day, I came home from school and my friend called me. And she's like, oh my God. Did you hear what happened with Farzana today? And immediately, my mind began to race. And my guilt for not being more friendly just came rushing back. And then the pity for her loneliness. And I thought, oh my God, she's so easy to pick on. I imagined some girl putting chewed gum in her books or some guy tripping her and making her fall. And I was like, oh no, what happened? Is she okay? And then my friend started laughing. Like, she died of laughter. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Is Farzana okay? And my friend, in between laughter, she's like, yeah, Farzana is totes okay. But I think the guy she beat up might still be feeling it. I'm sorry, what? Farzana got in a fight? So apparently, that day after school, Farzana was walking home, the same route she walked every day, from home to school, from school to home. And on that route, there's a store, and in front of that store, there's this big, tall guy who stands outside and makes comments and hisses at people passing by, usually girls. We usually ignore him. But for some reason that day, as Farzana walked by, he decided to walk up to her and say, hey, baby, and gave her scarf a slight tug. No sooner than he'd done that, he felt someone jump on his back with one arm around his neck and the other wailing at him. And he's like, oh my God, what is this? And just wailing. And he's like, help, somebody, please, oh my God. And he's trying to shake her and he can't. And he's like, oh my God, please. And a crowd gathers and they see that this big, tall guy clearly has this small, thin, subdued, quiet hijabi on his back. And he can't shake her. And the crowd doesn't know who to help, so they just stand and watch. And the guy's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, please. Oh my God, I'll never do it again. And with that, Farzana jumped off him, brushed off her long coat, picked up her books, gave him one long look, and kept walking. But not before the crowd parted and watched her as she walked by, eyes down, plainly dressed in plain clothes, all by herself. Just to reiterate, this is not my story. This is the story of another hijabi. But I thought I'd tell it for her because I don't really think she would. She's just one of those, really quiet, subdued, not very sociable ones.